Each team will be told an obscure fact with 3 possible endings. You have to tell me the correct ending. Alan, Katie and Gary, here is your fact. Modern technology ended concert pianist Joyce Hatto's successful career when A. No less than 9 mobile phones rang during a concert, leading to a nervous breakdown. B. She was exposed as a fraud after iTunes recognised one of her CDs as the work of a different pianist. Or C. Her addiction to Tetris led to crippling RSI.
I reckon it's A.
Yeah, I reckon it's A.
You think it's A?
Yeah, I think the stress of a performance and all the build-up and then mobile phones ringing, that would probably send...
I mean, but I think there's a bit of me that thinks that people who go to those sort of gigs are going to be polite and probably not have mobile phones.
Yeah, my mum, God bless her, you know, opera singer, and she's got all the etiquette down pat. Then the other day we're in Catholic High Mass and ring-a-ding-ding in the middle of the sermon goes mum's phone, so, you know...
What was your mum's ringtone, just out of interest, in the middle of Catholic High Mass?
Something classical and Wagnerian, probably.
Oh, thank God.
Not like it's getting hot in here.
No.
Oh, here it comes. I love that.
Yeah, she's just a devil woman.
Well, look, it's definitely not her crippling addiction to Tetris.
I don't think it's
No, because that's a
Tetris.
thumb job.
Is it?
Yeah. Tetris is pretty well on your little...
Oh, yeah, on your normal computer. It's like, yeah, but I see what you mean, yeah, it's all about the thumbs.
Yeah.
Do you reckon when a concert pianist sits down at a normal computer, they go...
Yes, yes.
Well, and also, conversely, Adam, if they've been playing Tetris too much, they go... So... If we could see some of her work, it would be... What do we reckon? Do we think A?
Got to go A.
OK, yeah, we're going to go A.
Yes.
I know the correct answer. And I know how it was done.
Andrew, you tell me what you think the correct answer is.
I know the correct answer. Joyce Hatto was this woman who for years and years and years had struggled to make it as a concert pianist.
Wow.
And then suddenly she broke through, covering the works of all these masters. And I think it was towards the end of her life, or maybe after she died, somebody by sheer chance played it on iTunes, and they had something in their program which, when it came up on iTunes, it wasn't Joyce Hatto, it was another master pianist.
Wow.
And then they tried others and others, and it turned out that her husband had been passing off her work as the work of other master concert pianists as hers.
Wow. Unfortunately, you don't get a point, but that is absolutely correct.
Wow, OK.
Where's the point? You don't get the point.
Andrew, you've won a moral victory.
Yes, I'm not interested in moral victories. Does George Bush want a moral victory? He'd settle for any victory.
All right, Mick, Brian and Andrew.
OK.
Hard-living Who drummer Keith Moon once destroyed a hotel room by A. Letting the bath overflow until the room was ankle-deep, then releasing live lobsters into the water. B. Setting fire to the bed and roasting a pig. Or C. Nailing all the furniture to the ceiling. Let's remember, one of these is correct.
Just one?
I think they're all feasible.
Yeah, that's
Given
right.
some of the stories I've read about rock stars and what they get up to on tour, I reckon they're all pretty feasible.
Yeah, look, I think in fairness, he wouldn't have done B, because if he was going to set fire to a bed, he would sleep in it. You know, he wasn't an idiot, Keith Moon.
And I'm thinking too, A, with the lobsters. I believe that was Jane Mansfield.
Yes,
I
I
heard something
believe so,
years ago
yes.
about Jane Mansfield and lobsters.
Yes.
And so...
When you got into a hotel room, you know, after a hard gig, what would you do of an evening?
Well, we normally knocked out the fact that the inn we were staying at had colour, TV and electric blanket. We knew we were in for a good night with that. It was the 80s, but they still had colour TV.
Did you know which one to watch?
Well, we watched electric blanket for a while and say, this ain't working, let's check out the TV.
Yeah, rock and roll!
Hey! I'm going to put an extra blanket on. Yeah, stuff the electricity.
I might even throw out the Onkaparinga. I'm crazy.
I'm going to run the blanket on briquettes. Yeah.
So what are we left with?
I'm not entirely sure where we're heading, but I will lay money that's the first time the word Onkaparinga has been used on this show.
I'm laying money it won't be the last.
All right. For an extra point, someone has to get Onkaparinga slyly into the into a proper anser.
Yep.
Yeah.
For the rest of the show?
You're too hidebound with this point system.
Onkaparinga, I think you're right.
Excellent. Chalk it up.
Well, We'll just give ourselves a point then.
Yeah, that's right. So there's your score and there's the score.
Yeah.
We're winning by 20.
And we speak for the people, the audience. And we take points as we see them. Do we not?
Well, Robin Hood, steal from the rich and give to the poor.
Have we got an answer?
I think I'm going to go for C. I reckon that sounds like something Keith Moon would do.
Yeah, 'cause he
Out
was-
of boredom, because you're on the road for so long half the time that
He
they
was good with his hand.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah.
You know, and you've got to do something in the off season.
C.
We're going to go with C, nailing the furniture to the
Can
ceiling.
I say that I'm pretty sure that that's your answer. Nailing all the furniture to the ceiling, Johnny Cash in the Tennessee Three invented that one.
Oh.
Keith may well have done it, but...
Yeah, and
But Keith was the
couldn't-
only one stupid enough to try and sit in it.
The correct answer is hard-living Who drummer Keith Moon once destroyed a hotel room by C, nailing all the furniture. At the end of that round, the scores are Nick, Brian, Andrew on 5 points are catching up to Alan, Katie and Gary, who are out in front on 7 points.